Making that $1,000,000 decision. Hi everybody, my name is Craig Ellis, and we connected a little bit on Facebook the other day where somebody was interested to have a look at something that they can actually do that's online, and wow, I was so amazed with the response that was over there. In fact, it was overwhelming to think that there's so many people that's really interested in doing something that they can actually do that's online. They can do it from South Africa or from Portugal, it doesn't really matter. And so I decided to put this together as a video so that I could reach everybody. And instead of me trying to work out how I was going to do it and whatever, I just thought, well, this is probably about the easiest thing to do. So anyway, my name is Craig Ellis, and I am a social entrepreneur. And what that really means is that a social entrepreneur is somebody who makes a social change inside somebody's life, but also a social change inside the whole environment as well. So I'm really excited about that. I'm passionate about helping people to really fulfill their dreams. I was introduced to this a little bit over 13 years ago, and it was a little bit alarming for me in those days, but I tell you what, we moved on quite a lot, and this is actually not about me. I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself a little bit later, but really this is really for you, and what is it that you are wanting. So if you're in South Africa still and you're transitioning over to Portugal, or if you're still in the thought process of doing that, or if you are already over there as well, this is literally for everybody. So main thing is, what is it that you're actually wanting? You know, I see it that if you are in South Africa and you're wanting to go over there, you're wanting to have some kind of financial security. And you know, a lot of people are moving from South Africa for security reasons and because the opportunities are becoming less and less. And of course, in Portugal, there's a lot more opportunity because you've got the gateway to the rest of Europe. And obviously the security is a whole lot better over there. But gaining an income isn't that. It isn't really, you're not going to find that you can always just find a job, and you can't always just start your own business. It's not guaranteed, actually. So I hope by my talk over here, I can actually introduce you to something that you would have a look at and be interested in, and it's something that you can do in South Africa while you're in that transition phase. If you're in Portugal, you can actually do it over there as well, or if you are busy moving over at the moment as well. Really, it's about making some money, being in a home-based business. It's about a secure home-based business, something that is viable, something that is legal, and something that can last forever and ever and ever. And also about something that's easy to learn, that you don't have to have a degree, you don't have to have special skills in it. You don't need to be able to speak Portuguese in order to be able to do it. You don't have to have a Facebook marketing degree, or you don't have to marketing. You don't have to have any of those funny things over there. There are a few things that you do need, and that is the ability to work with people. It's very important. You do need to know why you would want to actually have your own home-based business. It is very important to know what your why is. It's like if you wanted to go to Cape Town and you didn't have a street map, and you didn't know really where you want to go, and somebody puts you inside the car and says, come, let's go. And you say, well, where are we going? And they say, well, I don't know, where do I want to go? Oh, I don't know, where do we want to go? You actually need to know what is it that you really want. Very important. And then, for some people, it's about when you get over there, you want to have your own business. Your own business, but also have your own uma casa. Your own house. And some people are looking at having their own farm, which is something that I would like. And the central of Portugal looks beautiful around there. For some people, it's about having an apartment and in the city, something that you really like, maybe by the coast. It's all about you and what is it that you really want. It could also be about having a security for your children, having that financial security for them, that they can have whatever it is that you're wanting them to have, the education, X, Y, Z. Maybe it's also about looking after your parents, making sure that you've got enough funds to be able to look after them in their old age. It could also be that maybe you're moving over there and you're in that retirement phase as well. How much money do you need in order to retire on? And, unfortunately, most countries out there in the world that are offering, work there for a certain period of time and they'll be able to live on their retirement fund. Well, you know what? It's not enough. It's definitely not enough. Inflation is rising in every single country right now, and it's becoming quite scary. So you need to have something for your retirement as well, which this can actually do as well. So, you need to be willing to learn. It's really, really important to know that, whatever it is that you learn with this, that you can apply it and that you can be committed 100%. It's not something that you want to just get in, try. It's not a get rich quick scheme. You need to be able to work at this as well. And the more you work, the more you earn, which is really, really great. The other thing that I really like about it is that while you're learning, you are earning. So it's very, very awesome. You get a mentor with this. I am your mentor. I'll help you to go through and to develop this income to as far as you're wanting to go. Some people would like to earn an extra 400 euros. Some people want to earn an extra 4,000 euros, which is very, very livable. I mean, you can live on that kind of income in Europe. And, what about travel? So a lot of people want to, for me, I also see Portugal as a gateway to the rest of Europe, where you can actually go and travel into the rest of Europe, which is very, very cool. And also the ability to earn euros. I mean, imagine you want to travel all over Europe and you're earning euros and you can pay in euros. That's very, very awesome. So a little bit about me and how do I come into to understanding about this, what this business is and how does it work. First of all, I'm a qualified chef. I was in that industry for about 10 years, and then I left to start my own business, and I went into gardening and landscaping. I had that also for 10 years. It was my own business. I made money. I did very well. I had my ups and I had my downs, as normal businesses do. But I came to a point where I really wanted to make a significant difference in the lives of millions of people. And so I sold that and I went into business with my wife. And unfortunately, after 3 years of really giving it our all and loving what we're doing, we weren't making any money. So we decided to pack it in and to move on. I then was looking for something that I could do as a business. I could never actually go and work for a person ever again because I've been on my own since 1997. And I started to look for something, and I looked online, I looked offline, and I looked at some really, really strange stuff. And I thought, I just want something simple, easy to do, easy to get into, and I can learn and I can do it and what have you. And there was nothing that I could actually find. And a lot of the things I was very skeptical with. And, it was funny how it actually happened. I wrote down all the things that I actually wanted out of a business and out of my life. And a very good friend of mine actually contacted me and he told me all about this. I fell in love with it. It crossed all the T's, dotted all the I's, and 100% legitimate. And I thought, let me go for it. And I haven't been sorry. 6 months of doing this part-time, not knowing what I was doing, and I made a lot of mistakes. Okay, I made a lot of mistakes, but I can help you to not make those same mistakes as well if you work closely together with me. I made these mistakes, and even on a part-time basis, we could take my wife out of her full-time employment, and when she was the top of the head of the department she couldn't go any further than that. So we were working there 6 months, and we could take her out of her full-time employment. So that's what actually happened for us. And we ran with this. We got so excited. We've been in this now for 13 years. And we've helped people to, number one, pay off their debts. So they become totally debt-free because of this. We've helped people to be able to retire financially okay. We've helped people to become full-time moms. We've helped people to gain a relationship with their spouse so that they can be together. That was one of my wife's big reasons for wanting to do this, is that she wanted us to be together. She didn't want to have to be at work all the time. So we followed our dream. My wife always wanted to leave Johannesburg. We were stuck in the rut over there. We wanted to leave Johannesburg. We wanted to travel around the country before we went overseas. And she always wanted to live by the coast. And I always wanted to live on a farm. And so funny enough, we bought one of our dream cars and we moved down. We sold our house. We went down to the coast. We found a beautiful farm to live on. And it's just 15 minutes from the coast. Monday mornings, we can go to the beach like we did this morning again. And it was just absolutely amazing. So, and we've been able to travel. One of my big dreams was to be able to travel. The most Elise and I, my wife and I had ever done was we'd gone to Vic Falls, we'd gone to Mozambique, we'd gone to Zanzibar, we'd been to Thailand before. But when we joined this organization and we did this business together, We were able to go to Hawaii. I mean, that was never on our list before because it's so expensive to go to Hawaii. We've been to America numerous amount of times. We've been to the UK, we've been to Mauritius, we've been to Asia. We've been all over the place. And in 2019, I was able to go to Portugal, which brings me to where we are today, is that, you know, I fell in love with Portugal and I really thought, this is it. I really want to live in Portugal. And I really want to work with South Africans that are moving to Portugal, because it's really, really important that we stick together. We can help each other as a community, as we really are. The Portuguese people are amazing people. And so are South Africans. I'm not leaving them out. I'm in the Eastern Cape and they are amazing people. That's why I got stuck here for a while. And so I'm really, really wanting to work with those South Africans that are moving over to Portugal, that wants to generate an income that is secure and safe, and it's something that you can leave it to your children and your children's children. So it's willable and it's easy to do. And you know, I just looked at this and I thought, if I can do this, you can do this. If I can do this, you can do this. You know, Richard Branson, you know, I've got his book over here. I'm busy reading it again. Screw it, let's do it. He's got a beautiful saying, and he said, you know, if somebody offers you a unique opportunity and you don't know what it is, you don't know how to work it, but it looks so good and it looks like it's a unique opportunity, go for it, and learn how to do it as you go. And that's what we do, is we work and we earn and we learn as we go, and we work together, so you're not alone. And just as a final note, you know, this is not for people who are lazy. I'm going to say that to you up front. If you're not prepared to work for it, then this is not going to work for you. It's not for people who are making excuses right now. They're talking about this whole thing that's going around right now with this thing that's, I'm not even going to mention it because it doesn't exist in my mind. But, you know, here's the thing. When the world was in its biggest adversities, that's when the biggest opportunities came about. The biggest opportunities. And now is really a good time to have a home-based business that's booming right now. You know, it's on its upward trend. Big worldwide economists are saying that, you know, this downward trend that we've been having with our economy and inflation, everything that's going down, what's going to happen is, in the old days it used to have a U curve. Now it's going to have a V curve, which is very, very exciting. We are going to see massive change happening right now. So right now is the right time to do this. So I know I haven't mentioned anything, how this all works and all of that kind of stuff, but I didn't want to, you know, there was a whole bunch of people that said yes, I want to get some more information on this. I really wanted to weed out those who's not interested because they are making excuses and because they are lazy to work and they think this is a get rich quick scheme. I'm not into that. I'm into helping people who is genuinely interested in making some very good income, that's prepared to work for it, and that's prepared to learn how to do this. And it's a really simple system. It's a success system that I would show you and teach you how it works step by step. And yeah, so really there's three things that I'm wanting to leave you with now. Three things. The first one is to make a decision. Make a decision that if you're in South Africa now, do this now while you're in South Africa, so that when you get over to Portugal, you've already got an income that's already coming in. And if you're in Portugal, then decide to do this. You don't need to have a whole big network of people that's in Portugal. There's a whole world that's open out to you. So you can do this. If I can do it, you can do it. And then the second thing is, say yes. Say yes to your dreams. Say yes to all those things that you've always wanted. Go and write down all your dreams again and say yes, because you can have those. Now is an exciting time to go back and revisit your dreams. And then the third thing is that I'm wanting to connect with you. The reason why I didn't give you much information over here is because I want to connect with you. I want to know who you are. I want to know how many children you've got. I want to know why you're wanting to go to Portugal. I want to know where you want to go to in Portugal. I want to know about you and your family, so that if I can know about you, I can help you more to really jumping onto this opportunity. I can help you more if I know you more. So yeah, I'm going to be leaving my telephone number. If you want to PM me, drop me a message inside my messenger, or if you want to phone me up. We need to book an appointment though, because I'm quite a busy guy and I need to book times with everybody. I need like a half an hour with you to find out if you're interested. And if you are interested, we're going to help you to get going on this. And I can tell you something now, you could be making money by the end of this month already, and some really good significant income. And yeah, so that's really it from me. I just wanted to introduce myself and say hi there. And my Portuguese is very, very limited, but I can say bom dia, and I can say hola, and I can say obrigado. But you know what? We learn as we go, and I'm looking forward to working with you, but I'm also looking forward to being with you in Portugal in person, and together we can make a huge difference together. That's it from me. And I'll be seeing you soon. And I'm going to leave you with Richard Branson again, as you know what? If you don't know how to do it, screw it. Let's just do it. Adios.